Are you offended now in seeing red again? But oh, I can think of it, the boy who cried wolf in the end. And
Hey there, everybody. My name's Jason, and I am once again being joined by my good friend and partner, Mr. Jeffrey Pacito, off on the side there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Welcome, Jeff. Thanks for joining me once again.
Of course, of course. Thank you very much for having me on the show that we both have together. Still,
Yes.
whatever. Thank you. This is great. Sound is working by the sounds of it. At least two people can hear us.
That's a relief. Well, I was worried because we've had so much trouble with my microphone being staticky or cutting out and whatnot. So, yeah, feels really good to actually have the audio working tonight. Hopefully, it'll be a better viewing and listening experience for people.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you get to enjoy my sultry tones tonight, everyone, as we talk about Genesis, Battle of Champions, and all of the amazing things that are going on right now. And wow, Jeff, do we have a lot of cool things happening right now?
Like aside from just our spoilers coming out today and some giveaway we're doing today, we're 4 weeks now from release date. Is it 4 weeks?
Right.
Just about.
That's right. Yeah,
That's crazy.
we're less than a month
crazy.
away from having Genesis new cards out on the streets. It's gonna be exciting.
It's like 28 days. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very, Excited. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I can't wait. I'm very, very excited for it. Oh, so happy.
yeah, yeah, me too. How was your week, Jeff? What have I missed in the last week that I've been away from you?
And the last week I got sicker than I was
Oh,
last week. Not that anyone really needs to know that or cares about that. Well, maybe they care about it, but they don't need to know that. But yeah, I got sicker, and I'm just kind of getting over it now. Still have a bit of the cough and the gravelly throat, so please forgive any loud outbursts of of coughing.
Oscar.
Cough, combination of coughing and laughing. Because when I laugh, I
I,
cough. So
I
no one
understand.
say or do anything funny, please.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Elena. Hi, everybody else in the chat. My
For
goodness,
example.
there's a lot of people.
Oh, there's a ton. I tried catching most people in the chat before the video started because I know once the video starts, I'm gonna have a hard time keeping up with names.
Yeah.
But I will catch the names for the wheel because I've already got, I think, 6 names on the wheel. So as people show, there's someone new, Nomvi. Nomvi, I'll add you to the list. Speaking of people,
Welcome to the chat tonight. We are going to be revealing a bunch of Genesis cards in the upcoming set Invasion, which, if you're an
Mhm.
artist, hopefully you'll enjoy seeing some of the artwork being featured in our next set. We're really proud of it. We were very blessed to have some very talented artists working on the game recently, and I'm thrilled to share some more cards tonight. It's going to be a good time. And you know
Well,
what
and
else?
especially,
Oh, sorry, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you
We
first.
we're showing off Phage tonight, and Phage has
Yes.
some of the nicest um, thematic coloring I've seen. Like it just works really, really well. The greens
Yeah.
in it just work beautifully on the artwork, and it works really, really nice. I can't wait till we show that off.
Phage is also the affiliation I tend to play the most as, at least right now. I still got a big love in my heart for that beautiful vampire Sarah. So I play quite a bit of Phage, and I'm excited to reveal the final cards from Phage that haven't been spoiled tonight. And of course, I believe we're giving away a Phage related item tonight as well, are we not?
That's true. I think we're going to give away. Well, I know we're going to give away a Phage starter deck.
Yes, I will. I'll mention something too. It's funny because I had two of our really great, wonderful Genesis players visit us in store this week because, as you know, Emma won the deck last week. And
Mhm.
something that we hadn't announced publicly was these cards here, these decks that we're giving away right now, these aren't the release day version of these. These ones are
Right.
out of a batch that was rush ordered and airshipped from China over to us in Montreal for that big a couple weeks
That's
ago.
right.
And there was a couple minor typographical errors and things like that that were in a couple of the decks. One or two of the creatures didn't have their awareness grid on them. I forget. There's one or two other small mistakes, but it
Yeah, one
wasn't.
has the wrong cheat value, maybe, or the wrong aura cost. It was,
Yeah,
I mean, minor in the sense of they were minor errors, but major in the sense of you can't really play them that way.
right. Yeah,
But that was the pre-release to I call it a pre-release to get it out there for the demos.
yeah. They were. I've been calling them kind of preview copies. These copies here,
Perfect. That's
because
better.
we did rush them to get them out in time to get
Mhm.
them here in Canada. So
Yep.
fortunately, every error that were in these decks, to my knowledge, they all got fixed unless there's something that
Yep.
somehow still slipped through the gap. So all the decks,
Shouldn't
when they
have.
come out on release date on December 2nd, they should all be perfect. But these special preview ones that we're giving away, don't panic if you get a card that's got a minor mistake or error in it. But the two wonderful Genesis players came in after they had been playing with their demo deck at home that they had. And they were all panicked because I just never thought to let people know that there may be a couple errors, depending on which affiliation of deck. Not all of them had errors in them, but don't panic when you're getting the preview ones. They're just like they're extra ones we had left over from the event. We're giving them away rather than letting them sit on a shelf, just
Yep.
for people to have fun with. So a little something I figured I better mention that tonight because as more and more of these get out into the wild, I could imagine more people panicking, thinking that there are mistakes in the retail ones, but there won't be. So that's a
Yep.
little
No,
something
the
I wanted to
retail
get out
ones are
there.
a different animal. Yep.
Yeah.
And Benji loves Gamilla, he said, or they said for the new set, and yeah, Gamilla's got some interesting abilities on it, which really play with the way the game is played, which is great.
Yeah.
Speaking of starter decks, that's why we didn't include her in there because we didn't want the confusion for a newer player.
Yeah.
But for an experienced player, yeah, it's Gamilla can do a lot. Put it that way.
Yeah, it's going to actually offer a really different gameplay vibe. I
Mhm.
think it's gonna open
Yep.
up some really cool possibilities. And if it goes over well, and if Camillus is well received as I hope, then hopefully we'll have some more kind of game-changing champions in the future, where we experiment and uh, bring in things for champions that you wouldn't normally get to do. So it's gonna be really cool to see the feedback once people have it in their decks and they're play testing and comparing all the new champions. I think Invasion's gonna be a lot of fun.
I think so too. I can't wait for it to hit the table and see what people do with it. I know they've had some spoilers to work with in Theorycraft and whatnot, but I really want to see it hit the tables and people to come up with things that we never even thought of in our proofing of it and demoing of it internally, testing of it internally, I should say. It'll be really exciting to see what they're able to come up with and get the feedback on what they liked on a go forward basis, pushing the envelope of what Genesis is known for.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, and I can't wait to. I can't wait 4 weeks. You know, it's so close,
Yeah,
so close.
I
I can
know.
almost feel it.
Yep.
In fact, Jeff sent me a couple photos this morning through Facebook chat of how cool it looked that the actual product is printed out,
Yeah.
and they look amazing. Stay for the credits tonight. You get a little sneak peek at what the final product looks like for Invasion.
Yeah,
Because
it's
I may have put a photo in there.
you may have maybe by accident. It's phenomenal seeing it actually in print, ready to go, sort of thing. It's um, print packed, ready. It's exciting. It's so exciting to see that the product ready to hit store shelves in less than 4 weeks, right? Less than 4 weeks, I think it is. The math on
Yes,
it,
that's right. It was
which is
4 weeks
awesome.
on Saturday.
Yep.
Someone asked
Yep. So
something.
just under 4 weeks.
Somebody
I'm
asked
sorry.
what in the chat. What's going on?
No, in the email.
What did why? You can't just hand me something in the middle of the live stream and not use your words. What am I doing with this?
Show everyone our new mats that are going to be.
Oh,
Everybody saw the mats because they were in the credits last week and they've been posted all over. Like we have these brand new Genesis mats with the artwork based off of the new card back. Oh,
those are gorgeous.
yeah. So they, I think they're going to be available directly from us as well, or are they only going to go through distribution? Jeff, have we figured that out yet?
I'm not sure. I don't think we figured that out yet. We have to have some conversations with distribution and see what is on their radar and work that way. I believe they will be available directly too, but I don't quote me on that because I have to confirm. We have to confirm that. Either way, if you're interested in, do reach out to us directly because if it is through distribution, we can redirect you that way. Like we redirect your store that way. If it is through us directly, we'll be able to service you directly. So do contact us directly until we have an official word on that. Hopefully soon. Should be pretty soon. I can't see why they wouldn't come direct from us as well, but let's confirm that before we commit to it, just to make sure.
Okay, Jeff. Well said. Moving on. Let's take a moment here for people watching at home. And I apologize. Something about talking to Jeff. Now I've got the cough. I haven't coughed all day. Not once. And now that I'm on the live stream, I got this tickle and I keep wanting to cough. So I apologize.
Should I put my mask on? I can't find it.
I think I'm getting it through the internet. That's crazy.
Computer virus.
But just wanted to tell everybody, maybe take a moment while you're watching the live stream right now, open up another tab beside the tab you're watching us on. That way you can still hear our sultry voices. And then go over on the other tab to genesisbattlechampions.com and click retail partners and check out the updated store locator. Because if you haven't, oh my goodness, there are a ton of stores that are committed and going to be carrying Invasion when it releases in less than a month. You got to take a look at that store locator because we've got pins all over Canada and the States. It's exciting. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I don't even know what the total is number of stores there, but man, that map's filling up fast. It's great. It's really good. So any of our fans there that were looking for stuff in the US, there's a list of stores. You can contact them, see if any of them ship cross country. I'm sure most of them do. Canadian fans can look at the Canadian stores that ship cross country. And don't forget, you can still ask your local game store because distribution does carry copies for late orders. And we'll also be able to put in further orders as they need. So do get your local game store to touch base with us as well, or to touch base with their distribution as well to put in their orders.
Again, that's universal distribution for Canadian stores, and that is Southern Hobby distribution for your stores located in the United States. two of the biggest and most well-known distributors, and we've got them both carrying Genesis, which we're very grateful for. Makes it easier than ever for new game stores to begin carrying Genesis.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. It's a low barrier to entry sort of thing on their behalf. You'll put it in with their regular orders, which is great.
Absolutely. Yeah, Damien, yeah, that's right. Forbes, I believe, is your store, Forbes Hobbies. We've got them up on the map now. A lot of exciting stores have been put on the map. I'm pretty excited about it. Feels really
I,
good.
I think Forbes ran an event, or Damien ran an event, I should say, at Forbes on Saturday. A learn to play event. I hope that went well for you, Damien. If I'm not mistaken, I saw that pop up on the Forbes Facebook page.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Learn to play
Mhm.
events are picking up again. It's exciting times.
Yep.
And all those stores on that store locator, I got to get packages packed up for all of them, get them in the mail for things like paper play mats for people who want to just take home a play mat to play on and things like that. And buy a box. A lot of stores bought at least a case of Invasion, so they're all going to be getting a bunch of Genesis sleeves to be given away as buy a box promos and other fun stuff that I got to get in the mail. Lots of fun stuff. So I'm going to be very busy shipping a lot of stuff to stores all over Canada and the United States. That'll keep me extremely busy this week. It'll be fun.
You're gonna have a couple weeks, I think, of being busy, Jason, and then hopefully you get enough rest just before the second for your own release, because we are doing a event
Yep.
ourselves, right?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. 10 plus players.
Yep.
Wow.
They had 6 regulars, 3 new people, and then including Damien himself. So yeah, 10 plus players.
Very cool. That's awesome. I
Damien's
can't wait
asking
for.
about
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Damien's asking about the print and the current print and play decks, the demo decks. Yes, our goal is to print them for store availability. Our priority was getting Invasion out, so now we'll be looking at the next step of being able to get that product available to stores as a printed copy for them to be able to teach people how to play. That's why we did the 225 card decks that can be mashed and combined. That's the word I was looking for. Combined into one. Sorry, my brain's still on COVID brain. Combined into one so that they do have a playable deck after they've had the demo done. There is not going to be a pre-release Alana.
Yeah.
We're just doing for Invasion. It is just the straight release on the 2nd of December.
Yeah, we'll get to pre-releases probably when the fall set next year comes out. I don't think we'll even have one for the spring set for Metamorphosis because we still have too many other things going on at the same time. Like we're still getting organized play packs made. We're still getting tournament software to do official events designed.
Yep.
Other things like that. We have about 6 or 7 things that we're multitasking right now. Once we get those things done so that we have everything else we need to run events properly, then we'll take the next step when we're ready to introduce pre-release events. So yeah, that's my guess is probably around this time next year for the fall set.
I would think so. That's probably the right time. We'll have significantly more stores online then ready to run these. And as we're planning to, Jason, have our organized play set up by then,
Right.
and the return to a judges program and whatnot by that point. So we should have in line for pre-releases and things like that to start up.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the what am I saying? The timeline that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Alana is Ryan. My mistake.
Yeah. No, I figured. They're probably both watching.
Yep. I've got both names on the trip.
I think we should maybe watch some spoilers of some phage cards because if there's so many cards, I put like I don't know 5 hours into editing it to get all these cards into the video. So
There's a lot.
Yeah, you're going to get your fill of very cool phage cards right now. And then last week I put what did we do last week? Was it Chaos?
Chaos.
Last week was Chaos, yes.
Yeah, last week I put the Chaos spoiler videos up separately on YouTube a day or two later so people can watch just that if they want. And I'll do that with the phage one you're about to see too in a couple days when I'm back in the store. I'll make sure I upload it separate. But for right now, why don't we check out all these cool phage cards because there's a lot of cool art, like a lot of cool art. And I can't wait to see what people's reactions will be. Sound good, Jeff?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Right
My
on.
first time seeing it too.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I don't even remember how long it is. I just know it's long. So brace yourselves, people. We're going to see a lot of really cool cards. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. back to the action. To the action, folks. What did you think? That was a pretty cool bunch of spoilers, I think. Jeff?
I can't get over like the blending of all the different artists and how well it works together, right? Like we literally saw everyone in that except for Marion, and that's because Marion's artwork we had spoiled previously.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why, but they're all part of each affiliation, which is incredible. It just works so well together. I'm really, really excited with how it's all come together and gelled, and the vibrancy of the phage card, which when you think of it, right, it's there's lightning. It's like the green theme and all that, but it's bright and vibrant green. It's not a deep dark forest green. It's not that kind of oppressive green. It's a very vibrant, just really, really, really is striking. I love the look of it. Can't wait to see the physical how they're look in our hands for that full set. Just can't wait to see that.
Just as a matter of personal preference, generally speaking, I'm really loving just the fact that the overall feeling of the game's artwork has been brightened up now. A lot of things, a lot of really cool details seem to always be getting lost in the darkness, because especially with the old foils, they were super dark. You couldn't really enjoy the art. I'm loving how everything just like I don't know. Everything pops more now, and I'm as a fan of the game, I'm really happy. I'm also really happy because I get to say hi to Shockwave, tuning in live tonight, commenting live, getting entered as a chance to win a prize tonight. That's right, no replays for this guy. Shockwave in the house.
And he's taking on the dad joke thing, so we're safe on that front. We don't have to make anymore.
Yeah, that's right. We got somebody has assumed the mantle for us. We appreciate that. You tell all the dad jokes you can, so we don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Appreciate
He wants scratch and sniff cards. Depending on the character and the affiliation, I don't know how much they would shower back then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much they shower in the world of Jalara, so
there's a lot
maybe
of
not
cards with the word toxic in them in Phage. I don't know you want to
Yeah.
spell those ones.
That's true. Oh, you can't make me laugh, Shockwave. I'll keep coughing. I'll hike up a lung over here. No, that was incredible though, Jason. I really did like watching it, I like how you put it all together and all that. It really does accentuate the cards better, and I can't wait till you do the breakout video of that later today, or most likely tomorrow. I'll get the Phage cards up on the website as well, so people will be able to peruse them there on the library tab. We also have actually on the website links to our apps that are there, as well as the learn to play decks. That's the word I couldn't think of. I was trying to think.
Right.
I got stuck with demo, but learn to play decks. Those are all on there. Go through the website. It's much simpler. Been there in a while. You'll be able to click through and find almost anything you need. Plus the lovely story that Jason's been working on, which hopefully soon the airwaves, and that's exciting for that. I don't even know what's happening. I can't wait to find out what's happening.
I'm not sure what's happening right now, but just to let you know, Jeff, your mic keeps cutting out a lot. Just so
Why does it keep cutting out?
Yeah,
Oh my
at
gosh.
least it is in my headphones, so I'm assuming it is for the people watching at home. For those of you who didn't quite get what Jeff was saying just there, the first version of Chapter 3 of the lore has been written. I won't give you any spoilers other than to tell you what the title of Chapter 3 is. Chapter 3 is titled, what is it titled again? It's titled The Painting, the Demons, and the Secret Room. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's got to go through a little bit of a spell check and revisions. Jeff always has to put his little je ne sais quoi into the chapter for me. But then after that, chapter 3 will be up. And it is probably 5 to 6 times longer than the first 2 chapters, respectively, were. So we're getting this next chapter of the lore is going to cover a lot of the meat and potatoes of setting up the dining for invasion. So lots of cool things. We're gonna really set the stage for the world with chapter 3 of the lore. So I'm very excited for people to get to read that. Hopefully in a few days after, like I say, after Jeff adds his flourishes and whatnot to it. So
yeah, should be a couple days. It'll be out before the end of the week. Put it that way. At the pace I work.
Nice. That's awesome.
But it should be, yeah. Yeah. Someone asked earlier if those were my guitar riffs in the video. No, I'm not allowed to play my guitar riffs because they're a little bit messy. I'm not the best guitar player, so we go with the professional stuff here for that.
That's right. All of our music is fully licensed and not illegally downloaded. It's all stuff that we paid for. by
Yep.
artists from around the world. So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad to
great
hear some
stuff.
people were enjoying the heavy metal vibe. That's what I've been using for the last couple of affiliations for the spoilers. I don't know. It's just exciting, and I want something exciting in the background while you're seeing the cards going. Well, there's a good
Uh,
question for you, Jeff.
yeah, yeah. So one of our original plans was to tell the story through graphic novel or comic book format. Um, I don't think that's off the table. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. I think that's still part of our plan. Um, but
Hopefully,
our
yeah.
current focus, of course, is to get the game back out there and back at the beyond the level that it was before the spring. So once we're at that point, then we can start really delving into that. Once we've got a few sets under our belt, sort of thing, we're going to start looking at doing that um, as more of a focus to help grow that side of the game, the story side, that side of things. That is the long term goal because it's nice when you have all those other features tying into well, written story, a visual story.
Your
Nice
mic's
to meet
still.
My mic's still cutting out. Hey, what if I move my mic right in front of me? Does this make it better? Is this clear? Is it still?
No, it still cuts out.
I wonder. Everything's
Um,
connected up, right?
For Cardboard Flesh and Blood, is there more? Is there lore? There is lore already up on the Genesis website. You can check it out when you go to the homepage and you click the New to Genesis. Click here. That'll take you to where you can find the lore. The first two chapters, which are small ones, are up there. And as Jeff and I were saying a few minutes ago, there's going to be a massive world-setting chapter 3 coming up, according to Jeff, probably by the end of the week. He's a man of many talents, but he also has many obligations. So he has lots of things he has to keep juggling in motion. Yeah,
It's my goal, and I think I can make that target. I just won't sleep. Sleep is for the weak, right? Something like that. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, my audio's still messed up. Ryan was saying that's not great. It was working perfectly before. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It seemed to get noticeable partway through the stream.
That is weird because all the settings here are set properly. There's no like push to play. There's no nothing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys.
It seems to just cut out sometimes for like a second and then it kicks back in. So
So weird.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was maybe a physical cord as opposed to a digital setting, just because it seems to be random whenever it cuts out and kicks back in
Well,
on you.
that's why I was checking the physical cords here, but they're not. They don't seem to be cutting it in and out when I jiggle them. So
Oh,
and
just do
nothing's
that
changed.
all
I haven't moved it around.
night.
Just keep jiggling them while I talk. Yeah.
Just jiggle them all night. Jiggle, 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 talk. Jiggle, 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 talk.
I don't know. I don't know what to do because all the physical stuff is connected. It's all connected up right.
For Shockwave, I've got a LGS that's going to place an order, but they missed the pre-order window. Will they still make the cut, or will it have to be wave 2? Well, the first shipment's already locked in for what's going to distributors. So the easy answer to that is it depends. If the distributor ordered a bunch of extra product because they knew that how much they had, they want to have some extra on hand, they can probably still fill any orders they get placed now with their initial shipment. But if either of the distributors were pretty tight on their orders and only ordered what they needed to fill their orders, then you'll wind up having to wait until those distributors place a what would it be called, a restock order with us. The good news is we still have a decent enough amount of product left over from Wave 1 that hasn't been shipped out already, that whenever reorders come in from distributors, we can ship it right away.
Yep, we can get those orders fulfilled once they come in. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk so much so it doesn't keep cutting out. Jason with his cough, me with the cutting out microphone. This is an interesting stream today.
Well, on the bright side, at least, I haven't heard anybody say anything about static. I'm assuming that the one thing that I worked on so hard today to try and get it so there'd be no static going over the stream, I'm assuming that worked out. But
Hopefully.
I never know though, because when I record audio ahead of time, when we do our mic checks and whatnot before we go live, I don't hear it on the recording, but somehow it gets into the live stream. It's weird. So, but I think generally speaking, if I have no static and you only cut out every now and then, I think that's a win.
I think so too. And Coliseum of Great is joining in, and you are not too late to comment yet, Coliseum.
Yeah.
Coliseum of Great.
Getting entered for a chance to win a fun prize tonight.
I like that name, by the way.
Again, Jeff?
We are giving away a what did you call it? A preview copy of the PHAGE starter deck. This is something that was only available at the Universal Summit in Montreal a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
it's probably one of the only ways to get your hands on it, sort of thing.
Well, here's a thought too. I didn't really think about it, but you know how people love misprints and all that. There's only so
Mhm.
many of these that exist. So if you happen to get one that does have a misprint or two in it, those misprints won't be in the retail version that comes out. So they might actually
That's the
wind up
only
being
way to get it.
more of a collectible, just because there's a couple of
Yep.
random cards that aren't printed right on it. So
I'm
Value.
going to try and go through the list of names here. Hopefully I don't cut out while I do it. I'll jiggle the thing while I do it.
there you go.
Just to make sure I haven't missed anyone. I have Damien C, Alana M, Cardboard Fab, Benji, Mr. Alex, Ian, Nomvi, Madtown Hobby, Ryan, Shockwave, and Coliseum of Great. If you haven't commented yet, or if you haven't, I missed your name. Did that get through clear, Jason, from your end?
Well,
No cutting out?
the great news is all the names got said quite clearly, and then at the end it cut
Perfect.
out when you're like, if I haven't, and they just cut off. But everybody knows what you're going to say, so we're good.
Okay, good. That's great. So yeah, we've got
We've
got 11 entries.
Who's doing release events? Shockwave's question.
Any LGS is having a release party events. Oh yes, Jason, you want to take that one over because I keep cutting out?
Well, I can only give you one answer. The one answer I know for sure is that up here in my local game store, North of Exile Games in Midland, Ontario, we are going to be doing a pretty big release event on Saturday, December 2nd. I'm planning on hosting some drafts of Invasion. We're going to try and get that going. Just an excuse to open up as many packs as we can in the store and have some fun. Jeffrey, the man without a voice at the moment here, he's committed to coming up. Also, I believe the plan is for JC Rayner and for Will, both from the design team, to come up as well. That's what I've been told. So we're going to have most, if not all, of the Genesis design team here in the store. We're going to be doing drafts, probably some fun door prize giveaways, because I always love excuses to give stuff away, and that'll be a lot of fun. But if anybody in the chat happens to know that their store has something special planned, please feel free to plug your store in the chat here and let people know about some other cool stores that are doing some cool stuff on Saturday, December 2nd, because this is going to be great. I'm so stoked. It's going to be an amazing day. I can't wait. It feels like a second birthday this year. That's how excited I am.
I can't wait to see people open their packs and see what they just hold the cards for the first time and see what they.
Yeah, and if you want to see just how gorgeous the packs look, like I mentioned before, make sure you stay tuned and watch the credits at the end of the episode, because one of the things that we're really embracing is making things way more vibrant and feeling more alive. And I think when you see how bright and vibrant the booster packs and the booster boxes are, now that they're not just a computer mock-up, but actually physically printed, I think you're going to be really excited. They are going to be popping.
Learn to play stuff at North of Exile if people bring new players. There's no reason, I guess, why we couldn't teach people how to play if they first time.
Oh yeah, it'd be a great day to learn how to play. With everybody there excited, playing with new cards they've never played before, for sure. We can, I'm very comfortable teaching people how to play Genesis. I've been doing it for years, and I kind of have my spiel really locked in, and I got it down really well. So I feel really confident saying I could teach a new person how to play Genesis in maybe 10 minutes of back and forth friendly conversation. So yeah, if anybody wants to come up and play here, you're definitely welcome. New players are absolutely welcome. And Damien is mentioning Forbes. I hear a lot of great things about Forbes Hobbies. So if they're doing a sealed event on release day, that'd be a great time. I have no doubt about it. Down in the beautiful town of Cambridge. So, which normally it was closer to you than here, isn't it, Jeff? Is Cambridge closer for you or no? Or is it about the same?
Kind of right in the middle. Kind of in the middle of both.
Okay.
Give or take. They're about an hour and a bit away from me either way. Maybe Cambridge is a hair closer as long as it's not rush hour.
Fair, yeah,
rush hour changes everything.
Yeah, rush hour in Toronto changes everything for sure.
Yep. There's a great joke that says Toronto is 1 hour away from Toronto, because that's pretty much the truth of it.
That is pretty much the truth of
it. Excuse me.
Oh, you poor guy. I feel sorry for you.
Oh yeah. Hopefully by the 2nd it's cleared up, so that at the release I'm not coughing there.
Yeah, you got sick at the right time, right?
I did. I did.
Is Midland north of the wall? That is a great question. That
No,
is.
it's actually north of Exile, not the wall.
that
Right? Was that good? Did I get it?
was good. That was good. I would, based on real life experience, there's been many times in winter when I've been driving north from Toronto, and when you get past Barrie on the 400, and the splits,
Yep.
the Highway 11 keeps going straight to Aurelia, and then the 400 veers off to the left to go to Midland. And there have been many times, many times, where the weather's been great, driving through Barrie and whatnot, and about 5 minutes after that split, when you're just 5 minutes farther up the 400, you literally hit a wall of snow. I don't know what it is, but there's like, it just starts there, and then it keeps going. So I would say Midland is north of the wall of snow because the amount of snow that we get in Midland compared to Barrie is drastically different. Drastically.
Oh, yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
it definitely feels like we're north of the wall because some days we're living in a winter wonderland while it's green and grassy an hour away. So
Oh, yeah. Cardboard Flesh and Blood is up that way too, the Barry way. So he knows. He understands.
fair. Yep, absolutely.
I mean, people can always drive south. We got a bunch of stores south of the border, even that are probably going to be better, warmer weather. They can take a trip down there and to a release date event if anything's running down there. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a lot of pins on our store locator now. We're in, I didn't even count the states, probably 8 or 9 different states.
Yep.
And then we're doing really great in not Montreal, in Quebec specifically.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of stores in Quebec. We've got a bunch of stores in Southern Ontario. I think currently Midland here is the most north in Ontario. And then, of course, Good Times Games holding down the fort out there in British Columbia, out in Prince Rupert, taking care of all the West Coast. That store is so strong, it can take care of a whole province by itself. And then, of course, on top of that as well, down in Sparks, Nevada, we've got Kobold's Keep doing the same thing, doing the heavy lifting, promoting the game on the entire West Coast. So if you are out in the West Coast in Canada or the States, hit up Good Times Games or Kobold's Keep respectively and help keep those islands of fun and games going. It's exciting times.
Sweet. Do we have any questions maybe in the chat? Stuff that I know Shockwave had some we were able to answer. If there's anything, any other questions? Because as me and Jason have said, this is we like showing stuff off, spoilers and whatnot.
I've said that many times. There have been many times where I've said,
yeah.
And then I've also said,
I believe Jason's making fun of me right now. That's what I'm going to go with on that one.
Sorry, Jeff. It was just funny because you're like, I've said, and then it just cut right off, and I'm like, I have no idea what he's saying.
Cardboard Flesh and Blood is asking about a multiplayer form.
Yeah. What do we call it when there's the four corners? That seems pretty fun.
Oh, the pack wars or pack battles. Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually going to be putting together a quick little instruction set for that. So it might not be exactly what you're asking about, Flesh and Blood, Cardboard Flesh and Blood, but it is along those lines. It's a multiplayer format. It's kind of a blend between a draft and a sealed and a multiplayer, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Once we get that posted on the website, we'll be sure to talk about it.
We'll make sure that we have that read up in time for release day because a lot of stores, I'm sure, would have fun just opening some packs and doing pack battles.
Yep.
That's for other formats. There's more to come in the future, but right now we're just really focused on getting the game itself up and running and getting great quality cards out, exciting new cards, exciting new sets, new themes, new gameplay mechanics. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Oh, Shockwave has a dungeon crawler built that he'd like to run.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to delving deeper into in the future. Probably way down the line, to be honest with you, like a year or two from now. But I was very impressed with the dungeon crawler format, and I see a ton of potential to make for it to offer a unique gameplay experience that no other game can really do. So I'm sure we'll dive back into that because it's just too good not to explore down the line once we've tackled all the immediate concerns we have to take care of.
Ian's asking about chips.
Is there a plan to continue producing the special poker chips? Jeff?
Not at this time. I mean, we are going to look into some options for official exert markers and things like that, but don't have any plans at this point in time to do that. So like not by the second sort of thing.
Here's my 2 cents on it, and this is only my opinion. Obviously, I'm only one of 3 execs, but I kind of feel like the poker chips was a special thing that Sid did for his company, Haunted Castle Gaming. The only ones I really know of are the ones from every year when they celebrated their anniversary as a company. I don't think it would really be appropriate for us as a new company carrying on the game to celebrate our anniversaries with the poker chips because that's something personal that he did with his company. I wouldn't be surprised if we come up with some fun swag and little souvenirs that come up over time, especially for events. But as one of the three, I think I'm leaning towards not using poker chips because I think that was a personal love of the game thing that he did with his brand, and I don't want to step on those toes.
Yep, I can agree with that. I think that was a very Haunted Castle Gaming specific.
Yeah.
But for accessory things like that, things aren't off the table. They're just not at this moment. Is
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh
it.
yeah. Is there Genesis merch? There's a little bit of Genesis merch. There's still some of the really nice metal affiliation coins that Haunted Castle Gaming had made previously. We've got some of those. We've been sending a little bit of it out to stores along with some demo stuff, and then we have a fair bit of it in stock. Here at my store, before I had anything to do with Genesis, we're huge fans up here in the north, so we made some Genesis pun T-shirts, and I have a bunch of those still on the website at northofexilegames.com. But they're not really officially licensed because we made them as a fan of the game before we became officially involved. Same way Jeff made all those chibi arts and cool things like that as a fan of the game. So there is a bit of merch, things like that, but we're gonna when it's time for us to invest in new merch as a company, we'll get like some really nicely done shirts and stuff like that done up really good. Because that's what we like to do. We like to do things as good as we can and make it as high quality as we can. So
We
we'll
want
do
to
it
make
right.
sure when it's done right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There we are. It's done right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Alex's autocorrect has gone a little crazy there. So that.
Yeah. Lubba dub dub. What's up, my glip glops? I like it. I feel like that is a Rick and Morty reference, which I may or may
Oh,
not. I may or may not be a fan of that TV show, depending on which actors I'm allowed to like and which ones I'm not, because they have new voice actors now. So
oh,
I
that's
like the old
right.
stuff. I don't. I haven't heard the new stuff yet.
Not me either.
All right, Jeffrey, what are you thinking? We showed spoiler video. Do you got a
Yep.
list of names there to give out some prizes?
I have a list of names. I think we should give out prizes, and as we're pushing up to the end of I'm gonna read through the names one more time.
Yeah.
If I do cut out, just let me know. But we're looking at Damien C, Alana M, Fab, Benji, Mr. Alex, Ian, Nomvi, Madtown Hobby, Ryan, Shockwave, Coliseum of Great.
Did you say Mr. Alex 21 Alex?
I did say Mr. Alex
Okay.
21 Alex. I just
Just
shortened
check.
it to Mr. Alex.
Oh, that's why I
To
missed
save
it.
my
Okay.
throat.
Gotcha.
Damien, just one prize. Jason just pluralizes everything because he's very excited about this, as do I most of the time.
Yeah.
So as long as I got all the names on there, if anyone else wants their name in, drop a quick comment now so I can hit it. We'll do like a little, we'll give it a couple seconds here to see if anything else pops in. What is Shockwave saying? Need to make Genesis tissues with newbie on the box to offer. Oh, for their tears when they play against noob. Oh. Cardboard Flesh and Blood. I've got you on the list. Don't worry, man. I got you on the list. If you win, your prize will be waiting for you at North of Exile, so you'll have to make a draft. That's not true. Jason will send you. I'm going to switch over cameras then.
Nice.
Let me get the camera switched over. If it works this time. Let's
Every
see
week
here.
it's a 50-50 shot. Will the
Oh,
camera
yeah.
work?
Let's see. Share your screen. Go to this one. Go live. Let's see if we have a wheel. Is there a wheel on the screen instead of my face?
No, but there is something that says watch stream.
There's something that says watch stream. Oh, you
Am I
click
supposed to
watch
click
stream. click that on your Discord, and you will pop right into watching my live stream of the spinny wheel.
Okay, you gotta give me a second because it seems
I know you got to jump around a bit there.
Yeah, it's on a different part of your screen, so I gotta readjust what part of the camera I'm looking at here. Give me a second here. Sorry.
No worries.
Come on. Oh, there we go. All right.
Oh, Marcus just snuck in at the last minute there. Wow.
This is still
You're
gonna
lucky,
take me.
Marcus.
It's gonna take me just a little bit longer, but I almost have it ready. I promise.
No worries. If not, I can always turn the camera if it's not cooperating.
I've done all this work? No. No, you are pot committed now, my friend. I just
Okay.
gotta line this wheel up. All right. I have the wheel lined up, and if I go fade, there we go.
You
There
got
it
it?
is.
I'm
Yeah.
live. I'm on a delay here, so I can't even tell. So
Yeah,
if you don't
I've
mind, I'm
got
waiting
the.
for it to pop up my screen.
Yeah, sure. Take a moment or two.
Just want to make sure that I'm seeing it as well, which I should be any moment now. And there we are. Yeah, I can see it. All right. I'm going to shuffle up these names here.
Okay.
We've got 12 entries.
Oh, that's
Marcus
good.
snuck in by the skin of his teeth. He just made it.
Yeah.
And
He's
this is
he's
for the. Do you want to show them what they're winning again, Jason? Just so they know.
You have a chance to win this Genesis Shock the System starter deck, this special preview copy that was given away at Universal Distribution Summit in Montreal. These are not for sale to the general public. They may or may not have one or two cool errors in them that have been corrected for the worldwide release kind of thing. So definitely a collector's item special.
All right, let's hit spin and see who of our lucky viewers gets this one this time. Let's see if it's hitting Ryan, it's hitting Marcus, and oh my gosh, the last entry and Marcus picks it up. That's unbelievable. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
All right, let's switch it back to my camera now and mess you up again, Jason.
Yeah, I'll have to redo all the camera work, but that's fine. Here, let me figure this out.
So it should be back to my face soon. Right now, it's probably going to be a lovely shot of the background here
that's
somewhere.
right. I got to close off the stream first here. Close stream. There we go.
Yes, you have to close my live stream. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, Marcus stole it, Cardboard. You were the next one in line there. If Marcus's name wasn't there, it could have been you. Oh.
Well,
But congratulations, Marcus.
On the bright side, I don't think I'll have to ship it to him.
Yeah, I think Marcus might be able
local
to make it to your store.
Yeah.
Marcus, for those of you who don't know, in the last championship, I guess a year ago now, placed in the top 8, 12. I can't remember what the top cutoff was, but he placed in that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the top 16 and he got knocked
16,
out by the eventual world champion by the end of the night. So that would place him at the top of the bottom half. He finished 9th overall based on his results and opponents.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I would have been happier if I didn't lose so much money betting on him.
I don't know if we have anything else really to go over, Jason. And with you coughing and my mic cutting out and me coughing, maybe it's maybe we call it a night.
Yeah,
unless anyone has any pressing issue.
I think it's probably a good time to call it a night, unless we see anything pop up in the chat in the next 30 seconds. We can watch the credits together and see what the actual real-life booster packs of Invasion look like. And I'm excited for people to see that on the way out of the live stream tonight, because you're going to see them on store shelves pretty soon. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, do be sure to watch the credits so you can see those, because it's really impressive. It's so nice.
For sure. In the meantime, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Once again, a really lively chat. The closer we get to release date, the busier these live streams are getting. It's so much fun to have so many people chatting. So much fun to have so many new stores carrying Genesis now. I think when all these booster boxes hit the store shelves on December 2nd and people see these in real life in their hands, I think we're going to get a real surge of interest in Genesis, and I can't
Mhm.
wait. It's a real blast to be on this journey with you, Jeff, and with all the people at home who tune in every week
Oh,
to
yeah.
chat with us. All the game players out there, I can't wait. We're going to do some really fun stuff, and I'm so excited. So that's all
Me
I
too.
got for tonight.
Can't wait.
Anything you want to
Same
say,
for me.
Jeff?
No, I'm good. The more I talk, the more I cut out, and the more I call. You
Fair
can have the
enough.
last word, Jason.
All right. That's it then. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Take care. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here beyond the edge of exile real soon. Bye, folks.